class. It is your Wednesday morning announcement time again. And today I just got back from Colorado visiting my cousin and her family. And so I had some opportunities to apply some of my new communication skills. And actually one of the things that I spent a lot of time talking with her husband about was the importance of self-awareness and the ability to communicate effectively in the workplace. And he's doing some consulting around that. And I just want to encourage you as you are doing your midterm reflections around your assertive messages and your listening skills, that those are essential, whatever field you're going into. He's a scientist, and my husband is an engineer, and his wife's a scientist. And anyways, it was just going on and on about the need for effective communication. So personally, I also had an opportunity to apply my iMessage skills with my mother, and found that actually after reflecting on our interaction, it was easier for us to talk about what happened versus using the iMessages in the moment. Sometimes our emotions get the best of us when we're in that moment. And so I would like to encourage you, if you find yourself wanting to use iMessages and wanting to be more assertive, but finding yourself not doing that in your relationships, to take the time to reflect on why that might have happened, and then to pursue that person and have a conversation when you're not in that crunch time of heightened emotions. So all that to say, I have a couple of announcements moving forward. So most of you have already started posting in your group discussions, and that's great. I just want to give you a couple of tips overall, and then once I get looking into your groups, I'll email specific groups some feedback on what's going on in your groups. So the first thing that your group wants to do is choose the most effective way to communicate. I saw some people exchanging phone numbers and email addresses, so just make sure that everyone in your group is agreeing to how you're going to communicate. If you're going to try to meet face-to-face, make sure that everybody is on board with that, or you provide another alternative way for group members that aren't able to do that to participate fully. Second, make sure that you have clear objectives for who is doing which part of the project and mini deadlines so that you're working together well and you know what's expected of you as well as others. And then make sure that you find some quality research. When you are looking into the country and the type of organization, you really want to think about how people would communicate, how the flow of the office, the colors, and the space would create the environment that that group is or organization is looking for within that space. Some of you in your midterm reflections talked about the cultural differences, those Hofstede's dimensions being the most complicated or difficult to understand. And this project really gives you a chance to apply those specifically to an organization in a particular place. And so if you need to go back and review those, look at some of those videos again, and even do some research on that Hofstede website around what dimensions you see within the country and place that your organization is located in, that's probably going to help you be most effective for this project. Please also remember to complete that nonverbal assignment this week, to watch the external resources that are in that little folder in Lesson 6 and get the most out of Chapter 6, because nonverbal communication is key. Just two minor announcements. I added a couple of things to the course resources tab. One is March is academic advising month. So if you are considering seeing your advisor, don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and make an appointment to meet with them during March to get help with choosing your classes and registering for next summer and fall. And then lastly, we're offering something called Student Applied Benchmarking, which gives you an opportunity to make a difference on Wake Tech's campus. So in that, if you decide to do that, you would do research on a particular thing at Wake Tech that you would want to improve. For example, people have looked into improving parking situation or improving the Blackboard functionalities or anything that you might complain about in your classes. So you can look at the links in the course resources tab and see if those things would be interesting to you. And keep up your opportunities for reflection, for taking some silent moments in your busy, hectic lives. As we move into spring and towards spring break, things can start taking a pretty quick pace. So I just want to encourage you to take a few breaths, take a few moments to really think about yourself and the other people that you're communicating with on a daily basis.